every time Gon is in a fighting game, right?
Yeah.
And his super is always when he becomes an adult.
Yes,
Like he
yes.
become the big dead-eyed adult. I found it so funny that after that I read a comment that was like, can people stop making that be the super? That's actually like a really sad part of the manga. Like it's not going Super Saiyan. It's like him having experiencing ego death basically. And I'm like, oh, that's really funny. As an
Okay.
Eva fan, that's really funny because the Eva going berserk is not the hype moment everyone thinks it.
I also believe you played another game. Was it during Evo or is it after Evo Japan? This apparently you brought it up quite a bit offline, where it's two
Oh, Iron
robots
Saga
looking out,
versus.
kind of like Gundam versus
Yeah, yeah.
Evo
So Iron Saga versus
Iron
right.
Saga.
That was at Evo Japan because they had a booth there.
All right. Do tell, do tell.
And okay, so first of all, the you need to know the lore. Iron Saga is a mobile game that is made for me, literally for me. Game Dushi were like, yo, we need to get that guy. Get get me the sickest mecha art. Get me the hottest waifus. We're going to collab with a bunch of mecha IP. Like it is the closest thing you can get to a Super Robot Wars mobile game. So it has like this weird plot which involves the Mecha Vatican and all that crap. You gacha for pilots and mechs, and the mech art is done by the guy who does the. If you build Gunpla, he's the artist who does the MG box arts.
Right, right.
And
That's the guy.
the cards that you pull are done in an MG box art style. Like so, text is where you expect the text to be and everything. You almost expect a little. I think literally the rarity icon is where the MG badge would be. Character designs all really really cool and all that. Here's the problem: game's boring as hell.
So hence the fighting game spin-off, right?
So yeah, because it's like a top-down bullet hell kind of thing, and even music by Sawano couldn't save it. So then you have the fighting game, Iron Saga versus, and it's like my main gripe is that it cheapifies the robot designs because I think some of the robot designs are really really cool. The one thing I thought is when I saw this kind of game is I kind of expected a more like hyper anime nonsense. Like from my prejudice standpoint, if you gave me City of the Wolves and Iron Saga versus and said one of these games will have anime nonsense in it and one of these games will be more like grounded fundies, I would not have put them in the order that they ended up. It is surprisingly more fundamentals driven. Like you still have cool bullshit. It has grooves, so you pick each robot has a different groove that you can pick. So it helps. It makes me think that the launch roster isn't going to be that big.
Like we're talking
But
like what, 12 characters, 10 even?
that is a good question. I do not know.
But all the robots in the game, they are all based off like different Gundams, from other
so
properties too,
the
right? Mazinger or Gogeta.
so here's the problem. A bunch of them are actually Iron Saga base like from the game,
Mm.
like the actual mechs from the game. But who cares? Because Mazinger's there.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good.
It's got. I literally just published an article today about how like the problem with guest characters is that they can like
Brand.
erode your focus from like the original characters, and I should have brought up this game because no one cares that Kaguya is a really fun character. Mazinger Z.
That's a topic we're gonna touch upon soon in the next.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
we
it's
are
coming up,
going
it's
we
coming
are
up.
going to get into that.
Yeah. But overall game feel and all that, like how was it when you played it and everything? Yeah.
Like it's simple. I think it's a good thing. The good thing about chibi art style is that you're a little bit more forgiving of it being simple, because it's like if I had like these full body like gorgeous sprites and stuff, and then my combos were only 4 hits, I'd be like, oh, it's a little. But with the chibi thing, it helps feel more like a pocket fighter than a third strike, you know.
Okay, that's not the comparison I expected to hear, but okay, that's cool, that's cool. Is it out
I
yet,
mean,
or
like
is it
No, it is not. It is still in development. They keep saying it'll be sometime this year. And I know it sometimes appears at events, but they've just been very, very quiet about what's happening with that game.
I guess as a whole, let them cook kind of the ordeal where we're not gonna
Yeah,
announce
it's.
it until we're done, and then we'll tell you
I
when we're done.
I would not be surprised if some of this was because of licensing agreements. Because I feel like it would be a sin to not launch with a Gundam.
That might take a while considering the back and forth they have to go.
Yeah, that's the thing. The fact that they've got so many in already, like off the top of my head, you have two Mazingers, because I think it's Mazinger and Great Mazinger.
Yep.
You have Geta Robo, you have Dankuga, and you have Boss something, also from Geta, I think. The dude with the pink ball for a head.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's like, admittedly, I don't think this will ever be anyone's main game. I'm gonna use a quote someone used to describe Idol Showdown, which is it has very second half of Will It Kill energy. Like I feel like it's gonna be a small scene, but I think the people who like that game are going to, yeah, really like it.
A small
Again,
but dedicated scene. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the big problem with all the games I played at Evo Japan is that like again, because I was there on vacation, so I didn't flex media credentials or anything, so I didn't have the time to like, I'm gonna sit down here and figure everything out. And more importantly, because we're in the middle of Japan, not everywhere has a nice attendant who's nice enough to sit down and be like, okay, so here's how the thing's actually gonna work.
You gotta figure it out yourself.
I just realized what's missing from your list. Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, right. Okay, good. All right, good to spot there. So, yes, Hunter x Hunter Nen something.
You shut up. It's still pronounced Hunter x Hunter. The X is silence.
Hunter Nen Impact. I was gonna say
Yeah.
Nen Fighter. Yeah. So that is a 3 versus 3 fighting game.
That is Marvel at home.
Yeah. I was gonna say with a substantial budget of not as much as you would think. With all the characters from the first arc or second arc of the manga.
Okay, so I know nothing about Hunter x Hunter. I have a uni classmate who has been begging me to get into Hunter x Hunter, and at this point I'm refusing to out of spite.
We have to bring it up because it's a fighting game.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, so this is the basis for the accuracy of my answer.
Yep.
But from what I know by osmosis, it's Chimera Ant. It's always Chimera Ant. It is up to
3v3
Chimera Ant.
fighting. It actually was showcased at Evo Japan, and then of course America Evo, and anything in between. I think even in one of those Paris game festivals, they actually showcased Hunter x Hunter on stage. Got some nice gameplay out of that. It is something I'm not going to touch, unfortunately, because I'm very terrible at 3v3 fighting.
I need to, more interesting than the gameplay for Hunter x Hunter, I need to tell you the magic of influencer power.
Okay.
So I have been following the development of this game for a while, and from the first announcement and stuff. And I remember first when they were like, "Hey, Bushiroad is publishing a Hunter x Hunter game, A-Thing developing." Everyone was like, "It's gonna be a shitty mobile game." Then the first teaser comes out, right, with the 6 characters like staring each other down, and they're like, "It's gonna be a shitty mobile game, fucking shitty mobile game." And then they go, "Hey, it's they use the words real console fighting game,"
Yeah.
and everyone's like, gonna be ass, whatever. A-Thing's made just as many stinkers as they have gems, whatever. Then they say, "Hey, we're gonna be at Evo Japan," and everyone's like, "Boo, whatever, I don't care." Like, it was so boo, whatever, I don't care, that I wasn't planning on checking it out, and saw that because the booth opened like an hour later than the show opened, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna join this queue. Like, because there were only like 4 other people in front of me, so like, yeah, no, we're all gonna go play some Hunter x Hunter, whatever. And we go, they give us the guide and everything. I just waltzed in, and then when the booth opened officially, they were like, "Hey, enjoy some Hunter x Hunter." Played it. It's Marvel at home. And then I think whatever embargo they had for the creator sessions was also lifted when the show started. So Justin Wong tweets out, yo, this is just Marvel at home. Like, brackets affectionate. Sejam tweets out, yo, it's Marvel at home, affectionate. I don't know shit about Hunter x Hunter, but
It's fun. Yeah, it's
but yeah, but it's fun by the Guak gamers. And then and then I go do my Evo Japan stuff, right? I come back, there is a huge queue
we're talking like
wrapped,
hundreds, I guess.
wrapped around
Oh, wrapped
to the point that they had to change the queue system. And it had to be a lottery system because there were too many people trying to get into the game.
Influence of power, indeed, man.
Yeah, all it took was those guys being like, this game's legit though. Like, here's how free it was. After the, like, again, I said I wasn't flexing my media credentials. I went up to the guys to be like, hey, by the way, I work for this site. Do you want, if you guys ever want to do anything, please call us. And they went, the director is here. You can interview him right now. Like, that's how free the booth was at the time. They're just like, do you wanna? Like, we have an interpreter ready. He's here. Like, just shoot the shit, man.
All right, awesome. You
And then, yeah, the next day I come back and there's a sign on the booth that says all the tickets for today are gone. So that is the power of influencers, man. Like, the opinion on that game turned around real quick.
Oh yeah. You need people to back it up, which is, yeah. I mean, luckily enough that it's basically a game that Justin Wong is familiar with, considering that he is old school Marvel person.
Oh yeah, if Justin Wong says it's like Marvel, I believe him.
And it does look like it. I mean, I've seen a lot of the gameplay for this, like online and everything, and no doubt I'll probably see it at Tokyo Game Show or any other event that's happening. It'll probably be the same. I mean, it just exudes that energy, even right down to the people coming in, the assists, and the way the supers are being cancelled and whatnot. Was there even a gameplay moment where they had 3 of the characters popping up to do their supers? Like
I'm pretty sure there was a DHC in that game.
DHC, that's it.
Obviously, you can see the budget there and its absence at times. But my biggest takeaway from Hunter x Hunter watching it was just like, this is what the Jujutsu Kaisen fighting game should have been, man.
Yeah, like you can't. I mean, unfortunately, the way people handle arena fighters, people when they, and then compared to something that 18 who have had experience in fighting games have done, you can see the clear difference in design, which kind of makes you fear for the upcoming Bleach game. That's probably going to be out next year. That's 100% going to be a fan service arena fighter. But I hope I can be proven wrong, honestly, because I'm a big Bleach guy. Yeah. Like, if they had a 3v3 Bleach game, yeah, I'll probably jump on that more than a Hunter x Hunter. Fun fact, Tite Kubo was actually inspired by, because the Hunter x Hunter guy did Yu Yu Hakusho, right? So he was inspired by that mangaka to make Bleach. So kind of like a circular thing I'm kind of bringing up right there.
Well, I hope that mangaka reads Bleach and is inspired to finish Hunter x Hunter.
Like, how long is the time frame for that? Like 1 year before he releases a new chapter or something? How does that work?
I have no clue, man. I just know that, like, I'm glad. I found it really funny. So every time Gon is in a fighting game, right? He's also in Jump Force.
Yes.
And his super is always when he becomes an adult.
Yes.
Like, he becomes the big dead-eyed adult. And I found it so funny that after that, I read a comment that was like, can people stop making that be the super? That's actually like a really sad part of the manga. Like, it's not going Super Saiyan. It's like him experiencing ego death, basically. And I'm like, oh, that's really funny. As an Eva fan, that's really funny because the Eva going berserk is not the hype moment everyone thinks it is.
And then you put it in a fighting game just in case, like, oh no, you're not supposed to cheer for that. What the hell's wrong with you people? It's a depressing moment. Yeah, when you take things out of context, yes, exactly.
It is genuinely really funny.
It is.
But yeah, Hunter x Hunter, man. I'm glad they're getting their game. What I hope is that this revitalizes people's spirit into making 2D fighters.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not gonna pick it up personally, but I'm probably gonna touch it maybe for a couple of months or so until I realize, yeah, I'm going back to 1v1, But it looks like a ball of fun, definitely.
Yeah, it's got the simple Like, it looks like a good gateway drug into Marvel Tree
Yes.
because it's got simpler controls. Yeah, I fully believe this is all a covert operation to get you to play Marvel Tree.
Yeah. Quite a
Because you reach the top of scum that you can do in that game and go like, I need more, and then you see Virgil standing in the distance and you're just like,
introduced you to this 2012 game back in the Xbox 360 era.